Good Sunday morning, friends and neighbors. It's still morning. It's close to noon now. We have started another scrap iron project. And you can see I got a set of forklift forks. Had Matthew and his buddy Ethan did me a huge favor. I found them on Marketplace. They were down north of Omaha, little community called Fort Calhoun. I bought them off Marketplace. Matthew and Ethan, they live in Omaha, and they ran up, picked them up for me, and then Matthew and his buddy Lane, Matthew's longtime friend, Lane was flying back for a wedding that Matthew and all of his friends, it was a friend of theirs, was getting married. Hopefully the wind isn't dogging us here. Anyway, Matthew went to the airport, picked up Lane, and they had to get ready for the wedding and stuff. Ethan, thank you very much, by the way, Ethan, was coming up to Sioux City, and so he hauled the forklift forks from Omaha up here and helped me unload them. So I appreciate that, Ethan. Matthew's got some great friends, and I tell you what, they're not afraid to pitch in and give me a hand when I need it, even if Matthew can't be there. Lane, Matthew's buddy, Lane and Matthew helped me move my hand so it's not blurry. They helped me put the wide front on the M. So, and that wasn't really that easy of a task either with my back. And to bring you up on the speed on that, I am feeling better. I'm just taking it easy because I want to get back to work. So here's where we're at so far on scrap iron. That were the upright arms of what they call it, a Quaker loader. And I got that, it was a farm build deal. It was, those arms were off a Quaker loader. And I think the rest of the loader was a John Deere 46A, I believe it was. And I got that from my late father-in-law many years ago. But so we had to do some cutting and trimming, and I did the upper part with a grinder and cut off wheel. Just cut off the, let me show you here. These were welded up toward the top, and then these were on the bottom, and I cut the bottoms off with my little Hobart plasma cutter, and that is 3/8 thick steel there, and it cut it right off. I wish I probably would have used the plasma cutter to cut those uppers off. So that's where that scrap came from, off my pile. This angle, what is it? 3" by 3/16. Yeah, 3". And I did some grinding on that, so it's not a, yeah, 3" by 3/8, I guess. Maybe a weak 3/8. That came off of F10 farmhand loader. My pockets, my jeans, they're in really good shape. This is the last go around. for him. See, I got the duct tape on there. Yeah, this is my old jeans like this. I use them for when I'm working around here, and when they get too dirty, too torn up, they go right in the garbage. You know, I'm not even cutting them up for rags. Anyway, that angle went across the top on the back of an F10 farmhand loader. Those angles right there, they were welded on, and then those pulleys were bolted on here for the cables. Okay, that's where that angle came from. So that's scrap iron. That loader, that F10 farmhand loader, it was on Uncle Joe when I got it. So we're doing this all scrap iron again, just like the Bobcat bucket thing. So the plan is 3-point forklift forks for the back of the M, and possibly I may even make a quick attach deal that will hook on it for the Bobcat. So no, I still haven't got an engine for the Bobcat, and no, I still haven't put the kit in the variable speed drive. So I'm not gonna hit this too awful hard tomorrow or today, because I'm trying to save my back. But I'm going to take the plasma cutter and notch this angle. Well, I'll bring you back and show you what I got in mind. Okay, friends and neighbors, I didn't need to record that. I mean, we've all used the grinder, right? I just ground out the or ground off the weld, such as that down there at the bottom, where I'd cut it off with the plasma cutter, because what I'm going to do is cut a notch in that angle iron so it goes over this, and then weld it up and around on the angle. So what I'm going to do is notch this out here, okay, and then slide that over the base of these two uprights. So I'm going to measure this and measure that, and I want to stay, let me get the tape. So I got enough room, about 1.25 inches. So I need to leave about 1.25 inches here, so I won't be notching this whole thing out. I'll be leaving 1.25 inches down, because I got to have room for my forks to slide. Are you smelling what I'm stepping in? I hope so. If not, maybe I didn't explain it as well as somebody else could have, but you'll see when we get further along with this little project. I'm gonna have, I marked on the insides. I kind of thought about putting my pins on the inside, my 3-point pins, but I believe I'm gonna have them on the outside. I think I think my pins will, or my arms will stretch out that far. So I'll bring you back in a little bit. Okay, friends and neighbors, I went to, this is a Hobart 115/230 volt. I can't tell you what model it is right offhand. It wasn't cheap, but it's far from the most expensive unit on the market. Yeah, we got Cowboy Bob on the radio. But yeah, it wasn't the cheapest unit on the market, but I did get, I was watching sales. God, I bought it, I don't know how many years ago now. Seems like I got $500 off. Somebody had it on sale. I don't remember who it was. And I got there and they were out, and they didn't know when they were going to get any more back in. So I went someplace else, and like I said, I don't remember. It's been at least 5 years ago, and probably more along the lines of 10 years ago. Anyway, I went someplace else and showed them the deal, and I tell you what, I believe it was Sears. Either Sears had them on sale and they were out of stock and they didn't know when they were going to get them in, or someplace else had them on sale and was out of stock, and Sears honored the price match, whatever it was. I don't remember, but I know one of the places was Sears. Anyway, yeah, it's far from the most expensive. You can, if you're just doing sheet metal work like on your car or whatever, yeah, just plug, you can switch the plug-ins and plug it into a 110 outlet. Or if you're cutting something 3/8 of an inch thick like this, then you can go the 240 route. Let me see if I can get you mounted up here someplace and give you a little deal. Now watch it not work for worth the crap for me today. But a good ground, polish off some of the rust. What I don't like about it is this safety thing. You have to pull it back and pull the trigger, and I don't like that, but it is what it is. So here we go. Does a pretty doggone good job, even on this 3/8 inch thick stuff. Now I've used this on my portable air compressor, and with the my little generator, and it worked just fine out in the field. Now, let that cool off for just a second. And let's see, what do we have? something to give that a little tap. Hopefully I don't knock you guys out of joint. There we go. Just a little piece of angle iron. I don't know what it is. Light angle iron. Tapped it. But it does a pretty dang fair job, even with my shaky hands. It does a fair job. And that's just the crap on the other side, which it'll knock right off with the hammer. But I want to cut the other side and then I'll bring you back. Okay, friends and neighbors, you haven't missed anything other than trying to tack that up with the little flux core welder, and it didn't work naturally. It's too heavy and crap. But I gave up on that, trying to tack it with that. I'm having feed issues with it. The damn spool doesn't want to turn freely. I don't know if the wire's kind of tangled up on it. I didn't mess with it too much. I just put it back in the shed and broke out the old Lincoln Tombstone and put some crappier tacks on it. But that'll kind of give you a little bit of an idea. We're not on level ground. That's for dang sure. So that's kind of an issue. We are fairly square with our uprights, according to with our bottom piece there on both sides. But maybe this will give you an idea. I think I'm about done for the day. I think I will probably notch that other angle for up here at the top, because I already have the plasma drug out, and that'll only take a couple minutes to mark. I had to lay that out and notch it just like we did the bottom one, except it's going to be flipped over to where it will go across and up, so it will catch in the deals there. And I am planning on taking the plasma sometime when I get closer to being finished and notching the top, because the latches in these forks do work. So yeah, it looks like I'm kicked out pretty good down here at the bottom, or I am leaned back a little bit, I guess. So yeah, if I pushed that way, it'd square up better. But anyway, this video is long enough. I'm going to cut you off, and I'll bring you back here in a few days or whenever, and give you part 2 on this deal. With that, we got kids over playing in the park, having a good time today. Cowboy Bob, he's done with his Sunday morning gold. And so, friends and neighbors, with that, be kind to yourself. Do something kind for a friend, a stranger, or a loved one. And even if it's just say please and thank you. Hold the door open for somebody. I guarantee you, it does make a difference. It'll make a difference. If nothing else, hopefully it makes you feel better. Happy trails.